how vulnerable is the energy landscape and the supply picture looking from a European point of view?
Well, I don't know about winter being harsh, because here in Brooklyn, we haven't had any snow whatsoever. So the New York winter has not really showed up. I think in Europe as well, it's been extremely warm. So, in those terms, the expectation that we could have a cold winter and it could be a huge problem has been a huge alleviation of pressure on the market. Going forward, well, we're looking at tight LNG markets for sure, and everyone is very bullish on oil for the second half of the year. We're almost past winter, essentially, in the way we're thinking about the world. And at the moment, we're not really showing up with a very bullish picture because, for example, and you guys know better than me, China data is looking really lively from a mobility and activity standpoint, but it's not really showing up in oil prices. The oil price is just not acting as well as we thought it would be right now.
I just wanted to bring in China, and on that score, Paul, how much visibility do you think we have on whether China really does change the narrative for pricing, and could it lead to a $100 barrel plus? Is that on the cards again?
Well, yeah, that's the theory. I mean, everyone's saying, we'll get a couple of million barrels a day extra oil demand this year, plus China. The problem is that we've already got some of that demand data in the market, and the oil price is not really reacting. So here in the US, people are getting kind of concerned about oil because it should be acting somewhat more strongly than it is. And at the same time, here the concern is that natural gas is oversupplied. It's all very winter dependent, and right now we're late February and winter kind of hasn't shown up. So we'll see what happens next year, that is to say next winter. But for now, we've definitely dodged a bullet on what we thought could have happened as a result of Russia not supplying natural gas to the world. The Russian oil supply has surprised us because it hasn't really gone away.